What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Uriel NBA video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Chicago Bulls and who they might draft in the 2020 NBA draft. So as of right now, the Bulls are not doing that well. You know, half of their roster is injured. They're losing a lot of games. So I decided to make a early mock draft for them and who I think they're gonna pick, because as of right now there's not a lot to talk about besides, you know, Kobe White going off for 3 games in a row. But besides that, there's not a lot to talk about for the Bulls. They're just losing, and yeah, so they're probably gonna end up with a pretty high draft pick in the lottery, somewhere around number 5 to number 9. You know, I'll be talking about some of the prospects that might fall to the Bulls, some of the prospects that the Bulls might take, and you know, how they can fit with the Bulls team if they do get selected by the Bulls. But yeah, other than that, before we get to the video, please like and subscribe. That'll be really appreciated, and let's get right into the video. So the first player we got is Deni Avdija. Deni Avdija is a 6'9" small forward / guard who has some great court vision, and he's a pretty good passer. He's able to find the open man, whether it be through the pick and roll, through the fast break, etc. He's just a really unselfish player, and he's a great playmaker. He's able to push the ball ahead in the fast break, and he's also great in the pick and roll. His playmaking ability will fit really well with this young Bulls team. Thanks to his size being 6'9", he's able to attack the rim with ease, and when he gets to the rim with his athleticism, he's able to dunk over his defenders or draw some fouls. He runs the floor well, and he's also pretty fast, and he's able to attack closeouts pretty well. His size makes him able to get quite a lot of rebounds as well, and he's also shown the ability to score in the post if he has a mismatch. He's also great with his spot up 3-point shot. He's really efficient when it comes to his 3-point shooting. He's shown the ability to make some 3-point shots off the dribble as well, and his mid-range shooting is also really good. So overall, he'll probably be a reliable 3-point shooter in the NBA. And the last thing I have to say about Deni Avdija is his defense. His defense is pretty good. His height also makes him able to contest shots really well, and he's also capable of anticipating help from the weak side, so that's pretty good. So yeah, overall I think Avdija will be a good prospect for the Bulls. Obviously he's a risky player to take with a pretty high draft pick, because, you know, just like any other player from overseas, he's a risky player to take. From what I've seen, he reminds me a lot of Luka Doncic in some aspects, and you know, that's obviously really good. But then in some other aspects, he reminds me of Mario Hezonja, which is not that great. And that's why overseas players are always risky to select in the lottery, because, you know, they're just really risky. You never completely know if you're gonna be getting a really good player. He could easily be a good player, but he could also easily be a bust. But you know, we're just gonna have to wait and see when he comes to the NBA. But if the Bulls select him with like the 7th pick or something like that, that would be a pretty good pick in my opinion. Next up, we got Isaac Okoro from Auburn. Okoro is a 6'6" small forward with a 6'9" wingspan who has been steadily improving throughout the year. He's really good on the defensive end. He's a versatile defensive player. With his length and versatility and his speed, he's able to keep up with some quick guards, and he's also strong and tough enough to defend some bigger forwards and big men. So it's safe to say his defense is really good and versatile, and that's one of the main parts of his game, is his defense. But his offense, on the other hand, will probably need some work. He's a good slasher, and he attacks the rim really well. He's able to use his speed to drive past his defenders with ease. His toughness and strength is really good as well. His toughness, athleticism, and strength will allow him to finish at the rim with dunks and, you know, other acrobatic plays. Another great thing about Okoro's offense is his ability to draw fouls. He's able to draw a lot of fouls when he drives to the paint, but he does need to work on his free throw shooting, which leads me to his overall shooting ability. He doesn't shoot that great from the 3-point line, but he has improved steadily throughout the year. But overall, he hasn't really shot that great from the 3-point line, so he probably will need to work on that in the NBA. But he has improved a lot from the start of his college career, and also he has shown the ability to catch fire in games. So in some games he'll catch fire and then just make a lot of 3-pointers in a row. So overall, Isaac Okoro is a player that will help the Bulls, and he'll fit really well with the Bulls as an athletic and versatile defender. So overall, if the Bulls select him, that'll be a really good pick. He has a lot of potential to be a really good defender and a really good two-way player if he can develop his three-point shooting. But the last player that I'll be talking about in this video is Obi Toppin. So as you probably know, Toppin is a 6'9" power forward slash center who exploded in his sophomore season at Dayton. He's really strong and athletic. His explosiveness is crazy as well. Some people are even comparing him to Amar'e Stoudemire, which is crazy because he's able to run the court, catch lobs, and just attack the rim really well. He's also able to protect the rim really well, but unlike Stoudemire, Obi Toppin is able to shoot from the three-point line really well as well. He's an energetic player, and he'll just bring a lot to the game for the Bulls. If the Bulls do end up selecting him, that'll probably be a really good pick for the Bulls because, like I said, people are comparing him to Amar'e Stoudemire, which is a good thing because, you know, obviously Amar'e Stoudemire was a good player. But yeah, just overall, Obi Toppin seems to be a pretty good prospect. And the Bulls can use Obi Toppin's energy off the bench to spark the bench and play really well. He doesn't feel an immediate need for the Bulls, but he'll definitely contribute to the Bulls if the Bulls do end up selecting him. For instance, like, he'll be like a similar player to Taj Gibson when he was on the Bulls, because Taj Gibson was a spark plug off the bench. He was really athletic. He was like a really good mid-range shooter, and you know, he was also really good on the defensive end. He was just a really important player for the Bulls throughout the early 2010s. So yeah, he can be like a similar player to Taj Gibson. He might even become a better player than Taj Gibson. And yeah, if the Bulls select him, that'll be a pretty good pick in my opinion, and he'll fit really well with the Bulls. But yeah, that's all I really have to say in this video. Those are the top 3 picks that I think the Bulls might select if they get, you know, a top 10 pick in the draft. But yeah, that's gonna be all for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share, and I'll see you next time.